Well, good morning. This is the Mr. Coffee latte machine, and it was on clearance on Amazon, and so we purchased one, and as you can see, it basically looks like a coffee maker. It makes 2 servings for a latte. Up top, I'm using a paper filter right now, but I also have a reusable filter. And then there's the water reservoir. You can use different types of coffees. So here is espresso, and it's already ground. And you use 3 tablespoonfuls for 1 serving, 6 tablespoonfuls for 2 servings. So I have 6 tablespoonfuls in there, or you can just use regular coffee. And then this is the special carafe. And then up here, you can either make the cafe latte, or you can just heat and froth your milk. So I'm going to take this off, and normally you can just untwist the top, but I'm too lazy, so I just leave it on. And so I'm going to take my milk now, and you can see down here for 1 serving or 2 servings. So let's just put some milk in here. So you use fresh milk, and you fill it up, and you probably already noticed there's a little frother inside here. And so one of the neat things about this is that when you lift the lid up, you can push the little spigot that pushes the steamed water over the coffee. You can push it back to fill it up and put in your coffee, and then when you close the lid, it automatically goes back into place. And so then it's set to cafe latte. And we put this on, and then all we do is we do this, and the light comes on at the top, and it starts stirring and heating the milk. And so what it's doing is it's not steaming the milk, it's heating it and frothing it. And now the coffee is starting to drip. Now, if you're wondering, how does it go from cold milk to making the latte? It's very, very hot. In fact, it's way hotter than most coffee makers. So when I had the chance to go to Costa Rica, we went to a coffee plantation, and the question was asked, what's the difference between espresso and regular coffee? And it all comes down to how it's roasted. And so that's why you can make an espresso. You can actually make a latte with this, even though it looks like it's just a regular coffee maker. So now there's the coffee going in. You can see how it's getting darker now. And what it will do is it will continue to froth the milk and brew the coffee. And then it will automatically shut off when it's finished. One of the things that's amazed me is how quickly it does it. Now let me just, while it does this, let me just go over here. And this is what I used to use. So this is the Aero Latte. What this does is you fill up your cup with milk and then heat it up, and then when you turn on, this whiffs it. And so you can then you can add regular coffee or espresso to the froth milk. And so it's the same principle, but for some reason the Mr. Coffee makes a much better tasting latte. And since I don't go to Starbucks and I don't really go into coffee shops, but I like lattes, it's a pretty good investment. Very inexpensive, very easy to clean. When you're done, all you do is rinse everything off. You can't immerse it or put it in the dishwasher because of the electronics. And so it's continuing to froth. It's still stirring. The light is still on, and in probably another few seconds it will turn off. And so basically what you have is your choice of coffee or espresso. You can also use any type of milk. And for just actually, I think the Aero Latte, usually you can find them for around $20 or $25. And the Mr. Coffee was on clearance for $49. So for just a little bit more, you can get the coffee maker. And so it's still stirring. Just heard a little bit of steam, and now the light just went off and it is finished. So now you lift the on-off lever just like that, and you take this out, and my only suggestion is that if you were pouring 2 cups, pour half and half and then finish off half and half because of the froth, and you'll distribute the froth. Because see, if you take a look here, you'll see there's quite a bit of froth on top. So that is the Mr. Coffee latte maker, and I think it's awesome.